Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Amhara, and Tigray region is that viewers, we are receiving many reports from Ethiopian sources. They claim that the Ethiopian military, Ethiopian National Defense Force, has reportedly entered the town of Almata in the southern Tigray region. But so far, no any video or photo shared by Ethiopian National Defense Force or Ethiopian sources as an evidence about this claim. But if this is true, it means that Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers entered in Tigray region because Almata is situated in the Tigray region. But these rumors seem false and baseless. But if it is true, it means that Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies again invading the Tigray region. Because the Tigray People's Liberation Front has announced that it has withdrawn its troops from neighboring region and is ready for talks. And the international community is deeply concerned about the continuation of the war in northern Ethiopia and calls for an immediate ceasefire. The resolution passed by the UN Human Rights Council establishing an international commission of human rights experts on Ethiopia on 17 December will go a long way towards securing justice for the victims of the genocidal war on Tigray by holding the perpetrators accountable. Because it is often said that justice delayed is justice denied. And nevertheless, in this particular case, the age better late than never more aptly captures the significance of this resolution. And the government of Tigray has persistently called for the international community to take its responsibility seriously and punish those that have unleashed devastating cruelties on the people of Tigray, violating the core tenets of international human rights law and international humanitarian law. Viewers, this momentous decision, which represents a critical milestone in the year long quest for justice and accountability, is consistent with repeated calls by the international community for an independent investigation into any and all atrocities committed since the commencement of the genocidal war on Tigray to be conducted by an impartial international entity. And it is to be recalled that the government of Tigray has also repeatedly called for such a process. It is thus no surprise that the government of Tigray has accepted the resolution, and the only option is to join the front line. And the latest resolution is a critical step in a genuine effort to ensure justice for the numerous victims of the Ethiopian and Eritrean militaries as well as allied Amhara forces in Tigray and other victims elsewhere. Because in this regard, the people and government of Tigray are appreciative of the European Union's principled, human and morally informed position on the genocidal war on Tigray. In particular, we are grateful for the EU consistent calls for an independent investigation into all atrocities and following up on that by asking for the convening of a special session of the UN Human Rights Council on Ethiopia. And Tigrayans are grateful to member states which voted yes on the resolution and even those that abstained for not impeding the passage of the resolution. At the same time, it is notable that a disturbing number of countries appear to have been outright opposed to the quest for justice for the people of Tigray and other victims and holding perpetrators accountable, as evidenced by their emphatic no vote on the resolution. All the same, the resolution garnered a critical mass of support from nations that take their moral and legal obligations seriously, and those that objected to the resolution couched their objection in terms of its inconsistency with the principle of state sovereignty. In reality, the invocation of sovereignty cannot serve as an all purpose defense against external scrutiny of a state's actions within its domestic jurisdictions. And this rigid inter- interpretation of sovereignty is radically at odds with normative shifts that have taken place in the international system over the past 3 decades, and particularly with regards to the principle of responsibility to protect. Because when a state is unable or unwilling to protect its citizens, or worse, when the state itself is knee deep in the violations of internationally recognized human rights, the international community has a duty of intervening and bring perpetrators to justice. And sovereignty is responsibility, not a prescription for evading accountability. A state that deliberately represses its own citizens has forfeited the right to use sovereignty as a shield against external scrutiny of its action. And it has been a little over a year since the Abiy Ahmed regime, its collaboration with Amhara regional forces and the Eritrean military, launched a genocidal war on Tigray. It is a well documented facts of the war on Tigray that these forces have committed unspeakable atrocities against Tigray and its people, because they have systematically raped women and girls and destroyed social economic institutions, murdered innocent civilians, used hunger as a weapon of war, and vandalized service providing infrastructures. In fact, the US State Department had is no uncertain term called what these invading and occupying forces have been doing in Western Tigray, a clear act of ethnic cleansing, for they have systematically killed and maimed and displaced hundreds of thousands of innocent Tigrayans. And this abominable ethnic cleansing of Tigrayans has gotten worse since the State Department's declaration month ago. And these horrific crimes are now being eclipsed by a different tool of mass murder and the weaponization of starvation, a war crime under international law. And millions of people in Tigray have been condemned to live without electricity, fuel, telecommunications, banking, services, ground and air transport, and dwindling supplies by basic commodities. And families across Tigray is in emergency, desperately trying to take their loved ones to the hospital cannot because ambulance services have been drastically cut as the vast majority of ambulances were looted and destroyed, and because severe fuel shortage has forced emergency services providers to scale back their services and in some cases discontinued services altogether, and families cannot make an emergency phone call due to a total telecommunications blackout. Because too many people around the world, these horrific conditions may represent life in an imaginary dystopic. The millions of Tigrayans, there is nothing imagined about this wretched, and it is their daily life under the total blockage erected by the genocidal regime of Abiy Ahmed. Indeed, it has been nearly 6 months since the imposition of a total blockage on Tigray. And following the routing of the Ethiopian military in late June, the regime hastily left most parts of Tigray, including Mekelle. Since then, it has churned out a prepackaged narrative to explain away the Ethiopian military's sudden departure from most part of Tigray. And at the heart of this self-serving narrative is the presentation of its hasty departure as an act of mercy, a humanitarian gesture to facilitate farming and give the people of Tigray much needed respite from the sound of gunfire, and that manufactured narrative designed to hide its humiliating defeat and was targeted at its gullible supporters who continue to be fed a constant diet of lies and the whom the truth would be a hard pill to swallow. And this fable is also believed by the regime's inhumane blockage on Tigray, which clearly flies in the face of its incessant claims about a unilateral humanitarian ceasefire. Viewers, the only legitimate mechanism for getting to the bottom of atrocities committed over the course of the genocidal war on Tigray has always been the creation of genuinely independent international entity that would conduct independent investigations with the utmost integrity. In fact, we had asked the OHCHR and the UN Human Rights Council to convene a special session on the genocidal war on Tigray and establish a fully mandated, independent, and impartial commission of inquiry into all systematic human rights violations committed during the genocidal war on Tigray. And the people of Tigray are grateful to the EU, a club of liberal democracies, for calling for the convening of such a session. Which, despite a long delay, the creation of an independent panel of experts to conduct investigations into all atrocities committed in Tigray and elsewhere is a victory for the cause of justice and accountability. And Tigrayans across all walks of life are ready and willing to extend a cooperative hands to these experts as they work towards delivering a measure of justice for the countless victims of the genocidal atrocities unleashed by the Ethiopian and Eritrean militaries as well as allied Amhara forces. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.